Hi guys, welcome to my video how to start training for a triathlon. My name is Bjorn Liddick. I'm a full-time triathlon coach based in Middleton in County Cork. I train or I coach people from the total beginner all the way up to the elite and professionals. I've been coaching for the past 17-18 years plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you guys through how to actually start training for a triathlon. Okay, so I know a lot of people feel it's very daunting to actually start and they don't know where to start, but I'm going to take you through a few different steps for you to actually get your schedule right, talk to the people that's important to you, and get everybody involved in exactly what they need to do. And they kind of know what's happening as well. Okay, so first of all, what you need to do is you need to have a look at your life/work schedule. Okay, so see what times is available that you can actually train. Can you train in the mornings? Can you train in the evenings? Can you train at lunchtime? Maybe talk to your boss at work and say, listen, can I do a lunchtime run, or can I do a core session at lunchtime or something like that? It'll be great if you can, so you're going to add a little bit more variety on the times that you train throughout the day as well. So the second thing as well is what you need to do is talk to your family and see what days it's family days, what days you can train with them. Put up a schedule on the wall or maybe on the fridge if you can. These are the days that I'm training. I'm training on a Thursday evening late, or I'm training on a Monday morning early or something like that. So everybody kind of knows and buys into the whole triathlon environment, because if people don't know, it can cause a lot of friction, and that's the number one thing that I find the athletes that I'm coaching is actually struggling with, to put times down that they would like to train at different things. So if the whole family kind of knows, if the other half knows, listen, these are the days that I'm training and it's up on the board, then it'll make the whole process a lot easier, and they will buy into the whole thing. Go onto your national governing body website, triathlon website. They have races that they have, sprint races, Olympic distance races, all these different races around the country or even around the world as well. So there's a lot of races around your area that you can potentially do. You don't have to travel too far to actually do a race. Try and stay local for your first couple of races. Go out and enjoy yourself, and logistically it's not that stressful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take an average person that has a 9-to-5 kind of job, just draw a very basic training schedule. Okay guys, so as you can see over here, Monday to Sunday, you have your AM, you have your lunch, and then you have your PM, and then you have your races at the bottom as well. So you have your A races, B races, C races. So your A races is the races that you would like to perform best at. Okay, so maybe your end year goal or something like that. Then you have your B races where you try different strategies in terms of maybe pacing on the bike, or maybe pacing on the run, or just really go fast on the swim and see how you actually fare throughout the race. And then your C races, time is irrelevant. Go out, enjoy yourself, have a great time, wave at people when you're on the bike or something like that, okay? So like I said, I'm gonna just write down a very basic training schedule, swimming, biking, running, 2 sessions of each, some recovery foam rolling, and some core sessions as well. Okay, so a very basic kind of format is swim on a Monday, bike on a Tuesday, run on a Wednesday, then you kind of have your Thursday off, then you have the same again, swimming, biking and running. So what I always recommend is try and do a long, slow distance kind of swim, bike and run throughout the week. So what I would suggest you do is have a long swim on a Monday, have your long bike on a Saturday, and then you have your long bike on a Sunday. So when I started doing my triathlons, I was training for a sprint triathlon. So what I got into my head is that if I would like to complete a sprint triathlon, I need to be able to do double the distance what I have in a race. Now, I wouldn't recommend using that for an Ironman distance event, because you're not going to be 3.8k swim times 2 in one session, or 180k, 360k in one session. I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so if you're just very new to triathlon, this will be a really good thing for you to do. So when you're doing your long swim, so maybe if you do it on a Monday morning, do a 1500 meter straight through swim, build up to that. It's not going to be the first time that you can actually do that. On your Saturday, then you have your 40 kilometer bike. So normally it's 20k for a sprint triathlon bike. Do 40k and do that comfortably as a long, slow distance kind of bike. And then your run, if you're training for your sprint distance race, so it's 5k, if you double that and try and do 10k straight through. Then what I would recommend you do is on the other sessions, so your bike and your run and your swim over there, try and do kind of tempo work, try and do VO2 max kind of work, try and do hill repeats, let's say on the run. It'll help a lot for the biomechanics. And on Saturdays, because we have a little bit more time, you know, do your long slow distance stuff here, but there's an exercise thing that you can do. It's called a brick session. So you do your long bike, let's say you're 40k, and then you do maybe a 10 or 15 minute jog or run off the bike. So that gets you used to actually running off the bike, getting the jelly legs, and it can help your transition training as well. So what I did as well is for just this basic person over here, I would recommend doing a foam rolling session. It's only 5 or 10 minutes every second day to my athletes. So if we can do it something like foam roll. So I have a video of foam rolling, a full body foam rolling routine that I'm going to link up above here. I would recommend doing it, like I said, every second day. So on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday, you know, maybe just before you go to bed or maybe when you finish with your session as a cool down part of the session. And then what I would recommend you do is doing a kind of a core stability exercises or core routine, maybe 2 or 3 times a week as well. So you're getting stronger from the inside out. Okay, so from this part over here, I would maybe recommend it on a Thursday, doing 10 to 15 minutes. If you can do more, great, but I would say maybe lunchtime if you can. Remember that the shorter the distance of your triathlon, the more intense work you will probably do on your interval days or your tempo days or something like that, but the longer the distance, if you train for your Ironman, it's very rare for you to actually do a very, very hard, flat out bike for an hour, that kind of thing, okay? So it's a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit longer when you are racing and stuff like that. Okay, so one thing that I have to say about this is I used a person that's pretty average with swimming, biking and running. If you come from a swimming background, you probably won't do 2 swims a week because your body's used to that. So maybe you'll do 1 swim. If you're not so strong on the bike, maybe 3 bikes and then 2 runs. If you're from a running background, maybe just do your long, slow distance run. And if you work with your swimming, maybe do 3 swims a week. Maybe do a swim Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, kind of work on your technique if you can over the winter time, and then through that you work on your technique and then work on your fitness, and slowly but surely you are working up together to become a more efficient swimmer. Okay, so whatever is your strongest event, maybe just cut that down, maybe 1 session, or what you can even do is have the 3 swims throughout the week, and every 2 or 3 weeks maybe take a swim off and then add a run in, whichever one is your strongest, okay? So that's kind of the things that I would recommend you do, just as a very basic training session or week schedule for you to do your first triathlon. Okay guys, so one thing that I would recommend you do as well is that if you are still a little bit scared to start your journey in triathlon, is to join a club. There's a lot of triathlon clubs around the areas. They should be mentioned on the national governing body as well, under clubs. You do not have to go too far to actually join a club. They're very accessible, and the good thing about clubs is you can ask questions. So there's a lot of experience in clubs as well. There's a lot of experience in either Ironman events, if that's what you would like to do down the line. There's a lot of experience in shorter distance as well, and you actually start making friends as well. So because triathlon is not a team sport, it can get very lonely. So joining a club, if you go to races, you have people that you can meet up with. You know, there's training sessions for swimming, biking and running in groups. You can do open water swim sessions with the people within the club. You can have winter time doing pool sessions where they can work on specific skills, i.e. drills. You know, there's time trial leagues that some clubs actually have as well in terms of biking and running, and they can use park runs as well as a group and enter the run as a group. So some clubs, what they do as well is they nominate specific races. So the whole triathlon club try and go to a specific race and just have a weekend away, you know, where you can meet friends and just have a good time. Okay guys, so thank you very much for joining today. If you have any comments, put them on the comments below. If you can maybe like this video, it helps the channel a lot. Subscribe to the channel and press on the bell notification, so if there's new videos that comes up, you'll get a notification. And if you have any questions, ask. See you guys later. Thank you very much.